if Omegha can endure the early game, the constant poke from this triple poke composition from Butiram and this Jace, Morgana, and the Varus, this Vayne will tear everyone to shreds.
But the problem is for Vayne lanes, the Vayne early game is so crucial. How do you escape the early lane? I feel like Omegha said, that's a Morgana bot lane, that's not a support. Then boom, BRU pivots to one of the strongest counters of the early game. That's the Varus. Triple V has used that many times in the WCS, and he is incredibly strong in that pick.
And Championshinp with the Jace as well. One of the few champions that is strong enough as a skirmisher in the early game. Remember, one of the beautiful things about Jace is that his transform being available at level 1 allows him to have access to double the amount of abilities per level. So he has essentially double the amount of available burst damage compared to a lot of the early game junglers. One of the few that can scrap with something like Lee Sin if played well. All the damage and the skill shots connect.
I'm so excited to see this matchup, this draft. Hells mentioned that I'm excited for Butiram's draft, and that is what they basically showcased here. Not the Morgana Dragon lane, but instead a support. And I'm excited to see how Almine escapes that early game, because that is the biggest test of Vayne should escape first before setting off.
And how better to represent that trust in the rest of his team in a quote that he had in talking with one of the Brazilian casters who is here on site. I believe Kazuki got him a chance to do a quick interview with him early on. Hold up, exhaust coming out. Butiram, we're ready to take it to him. But Almine, one of the things that he said that really left an impression on me.
You get something like a Gragas with a big disengage. You usually see something in the mid lane that supplements another. You get another enchanter basically for that Vayne. Topside though, Huya's in trouble.
Flashes from Noel and Huya though. Noel shows the power of the Wukong early on. You can't disrespect the damage. But here comes Benignus getting a flash out of Cat's Eye.
Crazy, crazy start so far. And I feel like this lane has been winning. The Vayne lane against the Varus lane, they're getting priority. One of the weaknesses of a Vayne is that if you're up against a Varus, you're gonna get poked hard, you're short range versus the Varus, and you do not have wave clear versus the Varus. It does not have flash. Noel is poking Huya out. This is gonna be a dive.
Accelerated Shock Blast doesn't quite connect from Cat type. The minions were blocking it.
Oh no,
Dark Binding's not there on Huya! It's not a 1v3, it's a 2v3 because the minions block all the damage from Butiram. Championshinp with the flash Dark Binding, but Huya dodges it. Just one more out attack. The Tormented Soul. Oh! Huya almost make it out alive, but Butiram finally get him down.
It feels like Butiram said, we have invested so much on this dive. We gotta kill Huya. We gotta finish the job. That no matter what, at what cost. I think, you know, BRU still did a very good job.
Little comedy of errors there from Butiram. It makes sure that Butiram cannot capitalize. That's an ultimate spell down. Cyclone onto Almanine. He pops the final hour.
Smash!
He's able to kite away, but now he's separated from the rest of the team. Trying to separate Championshinp, but he gets locked out by a Dark Binding. Does he have flash available? Can't get out. Selena going down with him alongside the fight, and now the majority of the damage from Omegha is gone. The rest of Butiram have to scatter. Going for multiple dives under the tower. Noel trades out the sweets, but it's traded on back, and Omegha starting to face the power of Butiram.
That was a very heated fight at the bottom lane. We talked about the layering of CC. And that's the reason why at the first instance, what the Jess didn't commit, it was just
collapse.
If
I can collapse onto the targets here, but now we're back at it again. Butiram separated, but it's the showstopper that punts Almine right back into danger, and he can't escape even with the QSS, even with the flash. Noel is able to follow on through, taking out the Vayne, but oh baby, Huya! Demacia Justice finds redemption in itself for Omegha, trading out 1-for-1 in the end.
Nicely done here by BRU and Omegha with a trade. Meanwhile, mid lane.
Cat type, the new guy on the block, stepping in for Butiram and making his name known. Gets the 1v1 against Sweets.
Nicely done here.
Almine hasn't necessarily been shut down. Butiram need to pick up the pace. But they read my mind before we even got to that point, because now they're the ones on the forefront. They've taken out the tower. You already got Championshinp routing off Sweets. Even with the package attempt, he's got nowhere else to run.
Wait, bot lane.
Okay. Well,
Oh.
Cat type in a 1v3. He tried to do his best to hold down the fort, but lost out on the turret. Omegha able to overwhelm with enough resources, getting some gold back into Almine, because that is the carry that you have to get online.
Exactly. They need turret plates. Remember that fight. Remember, if you don't get kills early, you farm jungle camps. You farm these turret plates. That's how you can make use of the time that you didn't get the kills during the laning phase. So I like this attack
Hey,
from
you get 3
Almine.
items, and suddenly this Vayne starts to reach God mode status.
That's highly possible. Dragon kick!
Oh, he's in there. Can he get the steal off? No, it is confirmed by Cold
Whoa,
Feet.
Soul
And now
Shackles!
Flash Soul Shackles, almost running up to 3, forcing the rest of Brazil's
Ooh.
#1 seed to retreat. Noel with the final Cyclone, gets the knock-up down, sets up for
Whoa!
another kill, but here he comes, Benignness,
There's
gets the
Almine!
trade down, and now Almine is on the forefront. He sees so many low members from BRU, wants to clean them up, but there's a tower protecting them all.
Golden Feet with the flash to body block and make sure that Triple V is still alive!
Wow!
Whew.
And that's why you want a body block for Triple V.
Exactly.
He gets the damage down.
That's why. They were able to defend, able to live, and now great defense from BRU.
But Benignness still making efficiency on the map. And one of the things about this jungler, doesn't have the flashiness
It's
of
very
someone like
close.
Kit.
But the question is the tower okay? Is the tower gonna still stand? They gotta fight this one. What the Jess?
Oh, what the Jets behind enemy
Mash!
lines now in the middle of 4 people, trying to buy as much time as he can, but the Demasian Justice takes him out. And now it's 5-on-4. This Rift Arrow charge, it'll take out the turret. But can Butiram get out alive? Almine, he's got him isolated in the 1v1. Benignness secures the kill for them, and now they have the tempo lead. They have the inside track. They are barreling down towards the mid lane.
Yeah, you talked about this before. Wait, Benignness still not over.
Darkwave.
Does he want it? Does he want it?
Oh, he's got
it!
Dragon's Rage. Does he get it? But he throws out the Dragon Rage, and the Black Shield from Golden Feet ensures that he does not get kicked. He doesn't get displaced. Just gets the burst damage down and it forces VVV back.
Oh, look at Almine though. He is ready. He is waiting. He has to tumble. He's dodging everything.
They get the turret.
They get the turret too. Bot lane is also pushing as well. We've
Haven't
got
lost
Sweets.
an inhibitor
Oh,
yet, so they're still holding on to this game. But
Whoa.
Almine, no flash. Watch for
Sweet.
how well he positions in this fight. Golden Feet already used
Whoa.
Soul Shackles, but Almine finds the first kill on the What the Jess. That's one disengaged
Yes.
tool gone. Chain of Corruption from VVV. Stops Almine in his tracks. The final hour starting to tick on down and run out. But Butiram, they've lost control, and it's Omegha that get access to the pit.
Ooh, is this scary. Omegha right now has everything. They're able to scare out BRU out of the pit. And right now, that QSS was definitely enough for Almine to be safe. There's the Monsoon as well from Selena being used. BRU has a ton of respect on
Elder isn't
Almine's
coming
power.
up for the next 40 seconds, I believe, with the timer not showing up on the screen at the moment. But Benignness looking for something here. Another
Condemn!
flash. And the Condemn is fantastic from Almine. Takes out What the Jess. That is one engaged tool gone from Buriram.
Almine here with the crazy Condemn. That's 30 seconds more or less for What the Jess. But meanwhile, the response for Noel is, I'm gonna take this tower!
Cat type wants to. Oh, look at this!
Cat type, yeah!
Look,
Look at the
Buriram.
Baron!
Cat type is forcing Omegha to respond to the split pushing on the bottom side of the map. That's 3 people here, but who's gonna check the Baron?
There it is, Huya!
But they pulled off the Baron. And now Omegha, they're able to deal with Cat type. The rest of
Wow.
Buriram, the bluff was made.
Oh my
Omegha answered the
gosh.
bluff. They've lost out Cap type. What the Jess still has
He
12
lives.
seconds.
Only
Elder's 50% of HP. And it seems like that was
Sweets?
Buriram's last attempt to hold on to this game. But now Almine, he is undeterred. He gets to play with all the freedom in the world. Almine, que forza, que potencia. This is the power of the #1 seed from Brazil as they round off Buriram. They play to their strengths. You go back to what Almine said. No importa que están a su frente, importa que están a su lado. This is the power of a 5-man team fighting powerhouse.
Insane by Omegha here. Almine is able to get the late game, and here he is. My word.
Wow.
My word. I have no words, but one thing in my mind is that Omegha is playing a different game.